Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to teach you this Biohazard Clown look. So first things first, we are going to start off with our base. I'm using Mayron White, and I'm just taking a sponge and I'm going to apply that all over my face. Alright, now that you have that white base down, next we're going to take a white powder. You can use any translucent powder you have. Just use something to set that white. We're going to be applying eyeshadows on top of this, and when you blend those eyeshadows just on top of wet paint, the pigment really sticks and it makes it very hard to blend out. So applying any translucent setting powder is going to help a lot with blending out those shadows. Now that you have that all set, we're going to be taking these two green colors on our contour brush and just start adding color around our forehead and contouring with that. Now I am contouring the lower jawbone. Eventually I do take this away and I go a totally different direction. So it all depends on what you want your Biohazard Clown to look like. If you want to keep that green going all the way around, please do. Have fun with it. I ended up making the lower jaw looking like caution tape. So ignore this part if you want to go in my direction, but keep it if you want to go in the direction of your own. Have fun with it. Now that we have the outer edges of our face contoured, I'm going to take a little eyeshadow fluffy brush and I'm going to add those same colors just in my eyes, contour in my eye sockets, and around the outer corners. Now I'm going in with this dark green color, and I'm just going to start to deepen up our contour areas. So in our cheekbones, our temples, and in the inner corner of the eyes as well. And once you have all that green color laid down, just go back to your big fluffy brush and blend them out just a little bit more into that white. Alright, and now I'm going in with this brush and I'm going to start to pack on black eyeshadow onto my lid. If it's easier, you guys could just go in with black water paint. I eventually do just apply black water paint over my eyelids because the eyeshadow wasn't dark enough for me. So you could just skip this step and go right ahead and apply some black paint to your eyelids. And now that your eyes are all dark and spooky, I'm just going to take that same brush and just deepen up some of the contours of my face. Same goes with that dark green, just in your cheekbones and in your temples, just not as much as that green. So this is the part when my brain went, hey, this might look cool. So I'm just taking this yellow from Mayron and I'm going to apply that on my lower jaw, but I'm going to stay below those contour lines because I don't want to erase everything that I just worked on. And while that yellow is drying, I'm going to take my black and any brush that you really don't care about, and I'm just going to splatter that black all over my face. It's going to give your clown a more dingy, dirty look, and it's going to add texture to your skin. A good splatter technique that I learned is to keep your hands clean when you're doing this, is to take your splatter brush and knock it against another brush and you will get perfect splatters each time. I use both. I flick the brush and I do this to get different variations and different size splatters. And don't worry if you get splatter on the yellow, we could just cover that up later. Now I'm going to take this eyeshadow brush and I'm going to swirl it around on the yellow eyeshadow. And I'm going to add that to the lower half of my eye just to make my clown look more sickly. And now I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to dip it into the red eyeshadow. And I'm going to add some cheeks to our clown. You could pick any color. I thought the red was a nice contrast against the green and the yellow. Alright, I did add some red to the nose, but I didn't keep that in because I ended up taking it away anyway. Now I'm going in with some neon green. Use any neon green that you have. This is from a split cake from Vanessa Mendoza's collection. And we're just going to start to add some clown designs above our eye. So now I'm taking that green paint and I'm going to start from the middle of my eyebrow and go up to my forehead. You might have to add a couple layers to this. Neon paint is much more difficult to work with than regular paint. It doesn't have that same consistency, so it goes on very sheer. So you have to slowly add layers to it as it dries. Once you have that middle line down, I'm just going to take a loop and just loop it right up and over my eyebrow. And don't worry about getting these even. We're doing a dingy clown, so it's okay if it looks messy. It's supposed to look messy. Once you do one side, just go ahead and start the other. I had a problem with my neon green paint really picking up the black from the splatters. If you have this problem as well, just add some more layers to the green. Now I'm going to take a neon yellow from a different split cake and I'm just going to make a line right down my eye to the caution tape. And once again, if your neon picks up that black paint from the splatter, just add a couple layers to it. Now I'm going to grab my Urban Decay electric palette and I'm going to take the lightest green shade and I'm just going to run that right across the top green lines just to smoke them out. And I'm going to add this to the bottom lines as well. The reason for doing this is it's going to give your lines, your markings, more of a glowing effect. And what I'm doing here is I'm just going to take that small packing brush and some black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to add more dimension underneath this line and just kind of dirty it up a bit. And now I'm going to go back in with that neon yellow and add another layer just to get more pigmentation there. And also I'm going to run this yellow in the middle of the green lines on top just to give it more of a glowing effect. And right when you're done adding those yellow lines, you could take your finger, I just took this brush, and just blend it out a little bit. Alright, now for the tedious part, I'm going to take my white global paint and a small round brush, and I'm going to apply the Biohazard symbol right above the red cheek. And once you're done with those, we're going to go to the lower portion of our jaw, and I'm going to add black to my lips, and we're going to create our clown smile. And I'm just using a filbert brush, and I'm just going to drag that line all the way out and then just connect it with the lips. You don't want to go too low into the yellow because we're going to be adding stripes down there later. So keep as much of that yellow as you can. And once you have your lips down, I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and just blend out and smoke out that black. Just create more of a barrier in between the white and the yellow. Now with the same brush that we used for our lips, I'm just going to start at the back half of my jaw and start creating our caution tape lines. And now that you have your lines down, I'm going in with that same fluffy brush and some black, and I'm just going to smoke all the lines out and give it more dimension. And here I'm just taking a small round brush and I'm just going to create a more defined line in between the two, and I'm going to fill in the little spaces that I missed with that filbert brush. And now I'm going to take a small round brush and some global white, and I'm going to go back up to those green lines on top of our forehead, and I'm going to draw a white line straight down the middle and in the middle of that green to finish off the glow effect. Now these white lines do not have to be straight, they don't have to be perfect. They actually look more creepy if they have a little bit of movement to them. You're going to do the same exact thing to the yellow below our eye. And I'm just going in with that packing brush again, and I'm just darkening up the temple area. And now to make our biohazard symbol stand out more, I'm just going to go in with a very fine brush and some black paint, and I'm just going to outline the outer edges of our symbol. Now after staring at that red nose for a while, I realized I did not like it. So I'm going in with the black paint, going around it, and then I'm going to, with my finger, add some yellow on top of it. Now is the time where you could go through with your powder brush and darken what you feel needs to be darkened. Add some highlights. If you need to add some more layers to your white or your green, you can do that now. And of course, no clown is complete without some black tears running down their cheeks. Once you are done with your black tears and your finishing touches, add some contacts, maybe a wig, and your look is all done. I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe for more content. Comment down below on what you want to see next, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.